Well, have you done it yet? You know, that most important thing that you should do every day when you start your day? That part of your goal that's going to move you forward because you get this one thing done. Hopefully, first in the day. That's what we've been talking about on the morning wake-up call. We're glad to have you here. My name's Dean Renfro. We want to inspire you, inform you, and give you some insight that will help you grow yourself and in turn grow your business and organization so you can change your world and the world around you. You know, one of the most important things about goals is the ability to get them down into proportions that are executable, something you can get done. It does very little good to have a goal board and things all scattered out with the idea that here's what I'm going to do, but no way to get them done because they're still too big. We talked about chunking it down, getting it down to baby steps in the last morning wake-up call. Well, today we're talking about the fact that as you do that, you find that success leaves clues. So when you take a baby step and something happens, you have forward progress or sideways progress or even a back step, you realize, okay, what occurred here? What happened? See, oftentimes, too many times, we define success as meaning that, yay, we win big. And sometimes success is just the very execution of taking action. We did something. Because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Energy set in motion continues to stay in motion. So when we do nothing, nothing happens. And yet somehow we think something will happen. So we have to realize success leaves clues. And see, one of the most important things about this is as we begin to document that, we begin to note that. We talked about the fact of how important it is to write down our goals and write down our steps. Well, it's also important for us to record what happens when we do that first thing every morning that we should be doing. Or we take action for the first 3 hours of the day on totally focused on what's going to move us toward success, move us toward our dream, move us to fulfill the vision and our purpose. If we know what those things are and we see a pattern, then we begin to realize that success has left us clues, and if we continue to do more of that, we get more of that. See, oftentimes we don't know because we have not paid attention to the clues that have been left. Part of finding out success leaves clues is to find out, well, who's already doing what I want to do? So if we're trying to write a book, who's already written a book? And I need to find out how they did that. What did they do? How did they get past writer's block? How did they decide what to write on? How did they craft their story? How did they bring this together? If I'm trying to make $1 million, find people who've made $1 million and find out, what did you do? How did you do this? What approach did you take? If we're trying to sell something, find somebody who knows how to sell something. You see, the reality is there's a lot of people in our world and in our life and all around us who have an opinion about everything. The problem is they've never done the things that they want to give us an opinion on. But yet we listen to them. We take clues from them. And if you take enough clues in your life from people who've never done what you're trying to do, you will wind up not doing what you want to do because success leaves clues. If you're trying to have a better relationship, find people who have great relationships. Find out what did they do. If you're trying to parent kids or grandkids, find people who have done well at that and find out what did they do. You see, success leaves clues. Now you might be thinking, well, duh, yes, we know that. But why is it that many people don't seek out clues? What is it that they don't find out? What does it take to make this happen? Well, there's some reasons for that. Sometimes it never occurs to us. Now, I know we think that's kind of an unsmart statement. We kind of think that, well, who would not think about that? Who would not realize it wouldn't occur to us? Well, oftentimes it's because the things that we often see in people who are, quote, successful is the after effect of success, not the journey to success. You see, when these people are making the journey to success, you don't know they've been successful, so nobody's watching. It never occurs to you to ask the person on the road to success, well, what are you doing? What resources are you implementing? It never occurs to us. It never occurs to us to talk to people about the resources, to talk about the path. Why? Because we don't do it. Our parents didn't do it. Our friends don't do it. Nobody we work with is doing it. And so therefore, it never occurs to us to look for the clues on the journey. Oftentimes we never look for the clues because it's inconvenient. It takes extra effort. Oh, we might have to go do some research on Big G and find some things out and read 25 articles or listen to hours of somebody talking about a subject. Might even have to go to a podcast and listen to a few to learn something. And oh, that's too inconvenient. I don't have time. We might have to go to the library. We might have to take a class in college. We might have to take a course online. We may have to expend extra effort. But it's inconvenient. I may have to go to a meeting across town. I may have to fly to another city to go to a conference. I may have to do something. It's just inconvenient. I may have to miss my favorite TV show. I may not be able to participate in that favorite sport I want to participate in. It's just inconvenient, so we don't find clues. We don't find clues oftentimes because we don't ask. It's called embarrassment. Oh, I'd be too embarrassed to ask them that. I mean, what are they going to think about me? What if they say no? Or what if they say it's none of your business? And we come up with all these straw man excuses of why we can't ask. That speaks more to our own insecurity and our own inability to pursue success than it does to theirs. Oftentimes we don't seek out clues because we really don't want to take the risk that it takes to success. We'd rather stay where we are and play it safe. So if I don't ask and I don't know, then I don't have to take a risk. Oftentimes people don't seek clues because by seeking those clues and beginning to connect the dots, it means, oh no, I have to change? You mean I'm going to have to do something different? I might have to do something I've never done before? Does it mean I have to go another way? Oh, I would feel so uncomfortable doing that. See, when we have to get out of our comfort zone, it makes us turn away. It makes us shrink back. So why seek out success clues if we're going to feel uncomfortable? Who wants to do that? Oh, but sometimes people, when they seek out clues or don't seek out clues, it means because they don't want to work that hard. They want the easy button approach. They want to just be able to sit back on the couch and lean back in the chair, and it just kind of supposed to happen. But if I seek clues and find out that I have to work for it, if I find out that I have to spend 10,000 hours to make this come, I don't want to do that. That's too hard. I don't want to work that hard. But what you realize is success leaves clues. There's three things you can do to seek out clues. One, seek out somebody who's like a teacher, a coach, a mentor, a book, a manual, a video series, a mastermind that will help you achieve one of your major goals. Find out. Go do the research. Find the clues, because if you're wanting to do it, chances are somebody else has already done it and already left the clues behind that will get you there quicker, easier, faster. Yeah, you may have to work harder. Yeah, you may have to get outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, you may have to take a risk. Yeah, you may have to sacrifice some time, energy, money, resources. Yeah, you may have to think a little bit more about it, but you'll get there. You'll get there. You can also seek out someone who's doing what you want to do and interview them. Have a discussion. Pay for their time to learn. It may be the best money you ever spent and save you some heartache and grief and maybe even some disasters. Find someone who's a success and shadow them. Walk with them. Ask them if you can participate in what they're doing. Go help them in their event. Go help them in what they're trying to do. Be a part of it, because success not only leaves clues, it rubs off. It's contagious when you get around people. Volunteer to be an assistant, an intern. See what you can learn from them. You see, success leaves clues. But too often, we're not looking. So change that today. Put that on your sheet of your goals, is I'm going to find people, projects, ideas, mechanisms that are successful, that will help me accomplish what my dream or vision is, what my goal is, what success looks like for me. I'm going to find that, and I'm going to start implementing it in my life. Hey, thanks for being with us this morning on the Morning Wake Up Call. We appreciate you being here. We hope we have inspired you, informed you, and given you a little bit of insight that can help you grow you. So in turn, you can grow your company or your organization, and you can change your world and have success and change your community. We'll see you tomorrow on the Morning Wake Up Call.